Okay, really good team win today. Really proud of the guys. I thought they did a really good job preparing this week. Talked about being the hardest Tuesday we've had. Very physical Tuesday and Wednesday practices. Challenge to prepare like we were playing the best team in the world and really get better individually and in our three phases of the game. So outside of our penalties in the first half, I thought that our guys did a great job, how they responded at halftime to a very critical conversation and talk about penalties, and I thought they fixed it, and a lot of that had to do with the leaders stepping up. So good team win, historic day. I mean, we just saw so many things happen today. You know, been playing for 124 years here, and we watched the most touchdown passes ever in the history of a game. Today was 7. We watched Matt tie his own record of 6 again for the 4th time, I think. And we watched the most touchdown passes in the history of a career. And then with Robert over here, not only does he break the all-time receiving record with a year and a half still left, he's going to announce it. He's coming back here pretty soon. He catches 4 touchdowns today, which has never been done either. So just an unbelievable day, and I think they did it, basically in a half of football because they got pulled so quick.
Question?
Matt, with all the great quarterbacks that have played in this conference, from Elway to Pluckin to the guys from USC, what does it mean to have the most touchdown passes in a career?
It's special. It's definitely an honor to be named with guys like that, and I'll take credit, but I've been here for 4 years, so hopefully we put some production during all those 4 years. But it's a special day to be able to celebrate with Robert and all the guys on the team, the offensive line and wideouts have done an unbelievable job, and Coach Kiffin with the play calling. So it's very, very special to me to be able to represent USC in that manner.
Coach, next 5 games, is that considered the true test of the season?
Well, we're not looking at it that way. 1 week at a time. We had a challenge this week to come in here as a heavy favorite and make sure that we played really well, and I thought our guys did that. And now we got to go out of LA for the last time of the year. Going to a place that obviously we're going to have a heat factor with the noon kickoff and a great offense, one that I think runs as many plays as anybody in the country. So we're going to have to go back to work and have a great week of preparation and get better.
What did you say to them on the sideline there right before you guys went in at halftime? What was that conversation about?
Yeah, it just really was about Trojan football, and we weren't doing that. We looked really undisciplined, and it looked really bad. And I felt bad for our fans. I felt bad for our former players. We talk all the time to our guys about all our players that love watching these guys play. And we get texts from those guys all the time to go out like that. It just looked really bad, and it was also taken away from a really special day.
Robert, when you think about the same thing, Dwayne Jarrett and Steve Smith and those type of names, and know you're right there above them, what does that mean to you, especially being a local Southern California fan?
I grew up watching all those receivers ever since I understood USC football. Growing up and seeing them play, as I accomplish what I did today, I don't see myself above them. I just see myself being a part of them as an elite group. But I just feel like I'm following their footsteps to be a great receiver at USC, and Marquise is right next to me.
Matt, what did you see when you checked off? Did you go from a run to a pass, 1, and then 2, what did you see to make you check off for the touchdown pass?
It was actually a play that had a run and a pass already in it. I could do either. They were playing, it was either cover 0, cover 1, where they were pressing all the outside receivers, and they loaded the box to where it wouldn't have been a good run play. So it was just a last-second check that we've done a lot in practice, and guys knew what to do. It was a real quick check, and they heard the signal and got it out. I think with 1 second left or something like that. So glad they all knew what to do, and just put it up for Robert. And there's history.
Lane, going with the no huddle today, was that something that you have wanted to do all season, or you felt like maybe it was a good idea to kind of kickstart the offense?
Yeah, it's something that we've practiced throughout the year, and just kind of we're waiting for the right time, and just really felt it went with the emphasis of attacking, and really not worrying about who we were playing and coming out firing and making sure that we weren't taking them lightly. So really it was about that emphasis for our players to challenge them to play really fast. What we did is, it kept our 3 receivers on the field, which we had been playing a lot of base the last 2 weeks with a fullback, so we put Nelson in there. And really helped us be able to see what they were doing, and Matt did a great job with it. And I didn't even mention the conference record of completion percentage. He was 95% completion today, and and he has a drop. So I mean, he's you know, Curtis catches that pass, he's 20 for 20, and that's pretty amazing. And he tried to go back in the game because he heard on the headset that T. Martin had the record. The NCAA record's held by T. Martin, so he lobbied to go back in.
False.
And T actually wanted him to go back in.
Coach, you said earlier that you were disappointed with the penalties and the team played a little undisciplined, but you got to be proud of your defense. They didn't give up a touchdown, even though Colorado State was in the red zone about 3 or 4 times in the game.
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job outside of the penalties on defense. I thought we played really good defense. We played a bunch of guys in there. We got our guys out really fast, so we had a low play count for those frontline guys and got other guys experience. And you know, like you guys have seen all year, you know, that's been our emphasis. If we can get to a point to get these guys out of the game and stay healthy, and I think we were able to do that for the most part today too, outside of Andre.
Matt, was it important today to just kind of get that feeling back of completing passes and moving the offense and stuff after, you know, having some ups and downs before today?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the no-huddle did help with that in terms of the passing game. It was, you know, a little more pass-oriented, and we were moving the ball, keeping the defense on their toes, and we were completing passes, whether they were shorter passes and you know, the second play or whatever that was a deep pass that worked out pretty well. And so I think that rhythm that we got into a faster pace worked for us. And so regardless of whether we do it or not next week, I think that did set, you know, a good pace for us and got us kind of back on our feet.
Robert, when they after your record that they showed you on the video monitor, you took that time to acknowledge Olivia. What were you thinking during that time?
Just, you know, going out there and actually living what she told me, her last words, being a role model. And I just felt like just thanking her right then and there, just going out there, doing my assignment, and just feel like everything she lived for and fought for, that it's kind of like a breakthrough, and like I felt like I made it just to be along with those group of guys in the receiver group.